Hello, SSB aspirants. Welcome to this series of video lessons by SSB 101 by IFDO. Gentlemen, and of course, young ladies, I will give a little background of this video series which we are creating. With my personal experience of about 35 years in training SSB aspirants, I have seen the earlier trend and the present trend, and there are certain things I would like to share with you which is based on my personal conviction. There are many excellent SSB trainers in our country. It is good to see that the demand for SSB career or career in defense is growing over a period of time, and more and more facilities are available. But unfortunately, the stress appears to be on quickly and mechanically learning about various tests conducted in the SSB and to learn how to pass these tests or get recommended. The thrust is little less on understanding things at a deeper level. Hello friends, I am Lieutenant Colonel B.G. Ray, again happy to be back with you to share some hard facts. These all concern about your SSB preparations. They are not just ordinary or those ghisa pita stuff about SSB. They are little different and a little less talked about, but mind you, extremely useful. I assure you that at the end of this video, your understanding of SSB assessment and training for SSB will be much clearer. So today we'll continue our efforts to learn more about SSB, and what we discussed earlier, I will try to connect those two things. Let us do some candidate friendly exchange of ideas. Today we'll take a very important issue: how to identify your training needs and how to select the right kind of training provider. All of you know that in SSB there are three techniques applied: psychological test series, GTO test series, and the personal interview, for which three different assessors conduct their various tests and independently but parallelly assess the candidates. So, the SSB training also ideally should be by three experts, training people on their different techniques. Firstly, the SSB aspirants should know the various categories of trainers available today. The trainees are also of different mental makeup. Some casually go to SSB to experience, some are very serious about it. Similarly, the trainers are also of different categories. The first category is those who are trained by the Defense Institute of Psychological Research. They are former SSB assessors and now they are training in their respective technique, their own technique. The second category is they are DIPR trained, they are former SSB assessors but now training two or all techniques. The third category is DIPR trained officers, but they probably could not get a chance to serve in SSB as an assessor. The fourth category is coming down. Any retired officer trained by some coaching centers and now they are engaged in the task of training people for SSB. Now, still worse category is any retired defense personnel, maybe of officer's rank, maybe of any rank, who appeared in SSB for about varying from 1 time to 7 times, but could not qualify SSB themselves, but now they are training SSB aspirants. Another category is the civilians who did not serve in SSB, never went for SSB themselves, started with training people, coaching people for various written examinations, and gradually they have started imparting training for SSB as well. Self-styled SSB assessors and trainers. There are some Fauji parents, because in SSB we come across various candidates with various experience. There are parents who themselves were SSB qualified and they prefer to train their own children. The last and the worst category is there are recommended candidates and they have started first narrating their success story. There is nothing wrong in that, but gradually they have started becoming trainer for SSB also. I have heard, while in service and thereafter also, officers with 20-25 years of service frankly saying that they exactly don't know how they got selected, and if they appear in SSB now, they are not very sure whether they will be recommended or not. That being the nature of assessment, you can judge yourself about the credibility of a trainer. Many people ask me, is SSB training, pre-SSB training essential? I always say that yes, it is essential, primarily because of the competition level. The competition level has gone up multifold in past 20 years or so. So some kind of preparation, some kind of training definitely puts the candidate in a better position, and it definitely helps. Generally, SSB trainers should stick to their own technique, but in the real world, in the coaching world, it does not happen frequently, or it is very commonly observed that a trainer or a former assessor would impart training in other two techniques also. There are many constraints for this. The main is non-availability of adequate, experienced, qualified trainers, particularly the psychologists, because most of the psychologists in SSB are civilians, and after their full service and retirement, they do not prefer to again remain engaged in this kind of training job. However, one former SSB assessor can train candidates in other two techniques, provided he or she is a serious student of psychology, preferably a postgraduate in psychology, who has served in SSB as an assessor, and he has carried out enough life assessment. He has adequate knowledge and skill set in the entire gamut of SSB assessment, personality development and personality assessment, He is very clear about various values attached to different GTO tasks. He is clear on concepts like psychoanalysis, defense mechanism, group dynamism, and things like hollow and horn effect in effective interpersonal transactions, which is so important in personal interview. Or he has been training SSB candidates for about 20-25 years. He has been an instructor in IMA, NDA, or any defense academy. Then why not? Even one assessor, former SSB assessor, can train people on all three techniques and impart quality training. At this stage, somebody will ask, what is effective training? As the entire assessment system is psychological in nature, it has to be clearly understood that the training for SSB also should be based on very strong psychological foundation. ये बहुत ज़रूरी है समझना कि वहाँ बहुत सारे फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज़ होता है GTO टास्क में, पर्टिकुलरली GTO टास्क में इंडिविजुअल ऑब्स्टेकल, ग्रुप ऑब्स्टेकल रेस, but candidates preparing for SSB should very clearly know that they are all aim at assessing the personality of the candidate and not the physical efficiency. Any effective pre-SSB training, therefore, should fulfill two basic requirements. First, to assess accurately and correctly the present personality profile of the candidate who is preparing, and there, through very personal eye-to-eye contact, train the candidates in such a manner to bring perceptible change or enhance their personality traits in real life, not just the test responses. When that is achieved, qualifying SSB becomes a simple task. SSB training scenario, the current status is, with a sudden boom in online classes and the digital marketing post-corona particularly, the branding gimmicks and attractive video promotion has occupied the center position, and it has overtaken the person-to-person quality, passion-driven training, which is so essential for developing personality. And good luck. Do like, share, and definitely please do subscribe to this channel, and we will continue sharing such useful, less talked about, and very useful information to you. Thank you. Jai Hind.